actually started with a terrible moment a dozen years back during the invasion of Iraq, when the helicopter we were traveling in was forced down after being hit by an RPG. Our traveling NBC News team was rescued, surrounded, and kept alive by an armored mechanized platoon from the U.S. Army 3rd Infantry.
All right, folks, that was just recently, before he got caught here and before he got called out. Welcome back. Hour number 3, Steve Malzberg Show. And we're joined right now by Kris Paronto, retired U.S. Army Ranger and survivor of the U.S. Consulate attack in Benghazi. And Kris, it's good to talk to you again.
Yeah, it is. Thanks, Steve. I appreciate it. It's always a pleasure to be on your show. Thanks again.
No, thank you very much. All right, so how much does this whole Brian Williams affair bother you?
Well, it bothers me quite a bit. Anytime that you're stealing valor, and that's exactly what he's doing, from those that have served or those that have been shot at or been shot down from helicopters, and then you're lying about it for 12 years, it upsets all veterans, and it's just another sign that our country's accepting people that have lack integrity, and actually they put him in high positions like himself. Why it took him 12 years, that says a lot about his character as well, which doesn't speak highly of it. And actually, it really upsets me just as a veteran and has been through a bit of combat here and there. So he should be major reprimand for him.
Yeah, well, that's what I was going to ask you next. But he got caught. I mean, he was at Madison Square Garden the other night, putting his thing up on the screen and making the same claims, and they announced it to the whole crowd at the Ranger game, and that's what finally got under the skin of somebody who heard it and said, "Oh, wait, that didn't happen." Do you think? I mean, that he should? Is his apology enough, or should he just be let go?
Well, it wasn't even an apology. He's lying in his apology. What did he say? His apology said he misremembered, and I think my favorite was that I wrote it down here because it was one of my favorite things he said. It was not that he misremembered, it was that he lied or he had something wrong with his brain. So it was silly. Basically, he's not taking full accountability of what he did, and he's trying to dumb it down a bit to those. But what he needs to do is come out and say he lied. And if he can do that, then maybe his apology would be acceptable, but not as it is now, because it's not a full apology. He's just trying to play on words and semantics.
How does this compare in your mind, Kris, to, well, let's take them one at a time. Richard Blumenthal, who's now the U.S. Senator from the state of Connecticut, in 2008 claimed and had previously that he fought in Vietnam. We played the soundbite yesterday. And then when they found out he didn't, in 2010, when he ran for the Senate, he had to admit, he said, "I did not fight in Vietnam. I was in the reserves." So, how does that rank with this? Is that worse?
I think that they're about the same. Anytime you steal valor or you try to embellish anything that has been in combat, or you're disrespecting those who actually have been. And even Hillary Clinton saying that she had encountered sniper fire.
The snipers, yeah.
That, to me, that's all the same, and it goes in line with a mentality that certain people and I'm telling you facts. People on the left state. What else I'm not trying to push it left or right. It's just that's the facts. So
you said people on the left. Kris, what'd you just say? People on the left, what?
This is where it's continually come from. If I'm correct, I mean you've got and that just shows character, and it also shows very poor leadership of what's going on in our country. You got a congressman, you've got a well-respected, at least former well-respected journalism, and then you have a person that was Secretary of State, and now she may be running for president. These people saying these things and embellishing, that says a lot of what we are accepting in our country now, and it makes me very, very angry, and it scares me for our future unless people like yourself, myself, and those other veterans come forward and call these people out on it and get them corrected. But that being said, I don't think it's going to happen. Yeah, I've tried.
Well, you're doing your job, and I'll tell you what, John Kerry's another one who accused, when he came back from Vietnam, falsely accused his comrades of cutting off heads and limbs, and then threw his medals over the fence at the White House. And even recently, when he fairly recently said that the troops in Iraq were terrorizing men and women. So he winds up as Secretary of State. It's a crazy world. We got 1 minute left. I want to ask you, do you have confidence that the Select Committee on Benghazi will get to the bottom of it?
I think they'll get closer. I don't know if they'll truly get to the bottom of it, just because of my experience with politicians. All of them have agendas. Until a politician actually puts their career or puts the truth in front of their career, which Trey Gowdy may. I mean, they've got the right person in the position to do it. But until they do that and they actually say, you know what, sacrifice their future for the truth, then I don't think it's going to happen. But I'm hoping.
Kris, great to talk to you. We'll speak to you again soon. Thank you very much, sir.
Thanks, Steve. Have a great day. God bless you.
You too. Kris Paronto, ladies and gentlemen. When we come back, nuclear policy expert John Wolstetter. Wait till you hear how we could all be shut down. The whole grid could just go poof. Don't go away.